Hello, friends. I am wearing a ear muff mask. I have like 10 disposables left, and I'm holding on to them pricelessly until I get mine made from Angel Metro. I'm so excited about those. But I have to go into Lowe's today to rent a truck to go move my furniture that I loaned to a friend back. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I don't really have a lot of room in storage. And I really don't have any room in my house. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to have furniture on top of furniture. It's basically what's going to happen. They want it out so that they can get new furniture in the middle of a pandemic. Needless to say, very inconvenient, especially while I have a pump attached to my chest. But here we go. Life just keeps rolling the balls at you, and you just gotta keep hitting them back. I wanted to talk about the importance of trying to maintain a modicum of fitness during this pandemic. And I'm not talking about you gotta do like 30 minutes of calisthenics and go do 45 of cardio on the sidewalk or in circles around your house and up and down your stairs. But, for the uppity ups of fitness, yeah, sure. But literally the hormones in your body and things that need to be released in order for you to maintain some type of sanity and physical well-being, it doesn't take a lot. Just like a 10, 15-minute walk or 10 to 15 minutes of calisthenics in your floor. Just enough each day to keep those hormones producing and being released into your system will keep you a little bit more on an even keel during this very stressful times. I know personally I'm a 50-50 introvert / extrovert. And I can shut down really quick and get very fucking angry when I don't have enough fucking outlet physically. And I will not leave the house, and I'll become a raging bitch. Roller derby was my outlet. And when I broke my ankle, I really had to reconfigure that. And it has not been easy. And I have failed many times. I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to try. But I'm going to try because I see what's happening already. I've done my Kroger runs. I've done my Sam Club runs. I've got the food in the house. I'm not cooking. I need to start cooking. I have cooked a little bit here and there, but not as much as I should. Because I'm also torn. Like, I want to support my business owners and do the takeout, curbside stuff. But I also don't want to be sitting on my couch watching Netflix and just eating all the food in the house because, you get into that mindless eating where you don't even realize, I just downed 3 bags of Cheez-Its, a little snack-sized bag of Amos cookies, and, whatever. I'm trying not to fall down that slope. Also, the drinking. The drinking, folks. Let me take this off. I also have been experiencing coronavirus symptoms, which is not very just comforting. Anyway, drinking. A lot of us have made our booze runs. Booze is in the house, and we are not being able to go out and socialize with our friends and do our normal things, and we're a little bit stressed out about where's the money coming from to pay the bills. and the kids are in the house and they're bored and they're sad and they're mad at you and mad at the world just like we're mad at the world. And, that booze makes the day a little warmer. Yeah? Be careful with that. It's okay to comfort yourself, here and there when it's gotten really bad, because a lot of us don't have, or choose not to rely on the anti-anxiety meds. I have a prescription for them. I just never fill it because I'm a knucklehead like that. I have a prescription for Klonopin and I don't fill it. I should. But anyway, needless here. Neither there nor here. Here nor there. Sorry. Booze. I've seen an uptick in day drinking and perpetual day drinking amongst some of my friends. And I am no person to judge. No person to judge. I love booze. I do. It's one of my vices. But just be mindful of it. Kind of just watch it a little bit. I'm not saying you got to record it down in a notebook. I drank this much today. But, just kind of keep a side eye on it. Because you don't want to become an alcoholic during this pandemic. Same thing goes for the cigarettes. A lot of people are saying, quit now. Because if you get sick, you're going to need your lungs. And yes, that is a very valid point. I smoke recreationally. I should not. I know I should not. It's a very bad thing. It's bad. But of all the vices that I could have in the world, heroin would probably be my choice. And I feel like that's better than heroin. Yeah. So I'm real dramatic like that. And yes, if I didn't have a kid and a life and a future, I would go straight to the block. Just throw it all away. Go to heaven. On the heroines. The herons. I don't know. I'm being crazy today. But yeah. Don't start smoking a pack a day, kids. Try to keep a side eye on that too. Basically, the bottom line of this message is I'm going crazy just like the rest of you are going crazy. But know that this is going to end eventually. And, we're all going to come out of this with a refreshed perspective on how reckless we are with germs and contact. I was always like that. I have OCD about germs. I'm a germaphobe. A little bit. It has not played out very well in some of my interpersonal relationships. Physical contact is kind of on my schedule and my terms in my spaces and of my choosing. And certain things have to happen before that happens, and certain things have to happen after it happens, and, it gets a little wily. But, I think a lot of people are just going to reconfigure how reckless they are with that after this is all done, because there's still going to be some aftershocks of it, as we all know. And, but it's going to end. We're all going to meet up in a bar again. And we're all going to go do concerts again. And it's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. Just don't throw yourself into an abysmal cyclone of vices and no fitness and eating over this. It's like a bad breakup, really is. And, I'm also dealing with trying to get over my trauma bond, which is taking rather longer than I really wanted it to ever take. But, my ex and everyone is like, block her from everything. I have blocked her from everything. These emails go to a spam box. That's the only way she can still contact me. The emails go to the spam box. And I have this bad habit of checking the spam box. And that's a weakness. It is. I usually don't respond, and if I do, it's really mean stuff. Like horrible things I say to make them hate me so that they won't contact me anymore. But I should stop checking the spam box. I know. And I know I should do that. But being part of a trauma bond is really sticky. It's a lot stickier than people who haven't been through it know. And trust me, checking a spam box is the least of all horrors. But she did notify me last night. Well, she tried to blame me that her being kicked out again was my fault because of the emails. And I'm like, but you started emailing me. How's that my fault for your infidelity of emails? And none of it was sexually oriented. It was all blaming me for shit and accusing me of shit. So I'm not sure what that's about. Anyway, I told her to buy a plane ticket or an bus ticket back to Alabama and don't come back. And she was like, I will. I have. So maybe she did. And part of me is happy about that and part of me is sad about that. Because really, I never wanted her to leave. I wanted her to go to therapy and do the self-reflection and the healing work that I had been doing for the past 2 years in my therapy sessions, to contact the places of where the ugly spots come from and smooth them out. But she just never did. And instead, she just keeps repeating her same patterns of leaning on another woman and throwing out accusations and blame and not doing the right thing. I gave her the number to the She House, Shelter for Help in Emergency, and several times of her contacting me, I gave her that information, and she refused it, and would just rather keep going back to bad situations or blame someone else for her circumstance. And I have a huge vein in my body for people taking accountability for their faults and their flaws and doing what they need to do. And I told her exactly what she needed to do if ever, a day in her life that she should be a viable candidate for someone like myself. And she just wouldn't. And you can't make people good people. You can't make them do the things that they should. And so that has to go very far away. But it is sad. And I'm sad right now. So I'm in a pandemic and sad and at Lowe's to get a truck to move furniture. Aye. And I can't cry on this chemo because it's physically painful. Like, if you try to cry on this particular brand of chemo, it hurts your eye sockets. Anyway, this is a long, windy post. I love you all. It's going to be okay. If the beast can do it, you all can do it. Because, truth be told, I'm one of the most sensitive creatures on the face of the earth. I'm not actually very beast at all. I love you. Stay beast by default.